not about race. It's about religion.
It's about race.
So that's
Arab versus non-Arabs. It is about
no. You know it's not Arab versus non-Arab.
No, he's talking about in South Sudan. In South Sudan, you have the Arab North.
The Arabs.
I said the Middle East. Middle East. I said the Middle East. You must understand the Middle East. It's about religion.
It's also about Arabism. Arabism is religion. Come on, bro. Be real.
I mean, which
So hold on. The other Sam wanted to go.
So I agree with Sam that it's about quote unquote religion, but we have to understand what these religions are. They are nations, right? They are nations. They're nations, just like we have nation states today. Jews are a nation. Muslims are a nation. And I think the Arab world has its own sort of like nationalistic identity, which is kind of racist.
Very racist. Yeah, not kind of. Very racist.
So we can't divorce, like you were, Vitali was saying earlier, like the religion from the politics, because they are national entities, and these national entities have political frameworks, and the political frameworks are how we interact with one another. And that is, this is more of the reality. And yes, Israel. I believe that Israel as a state is a bit different because Israel is a secular state. And I'm very familiar with Israel and its politics. There are religious factions within it, but the vast majority of it function within the secular framework of just like America does. And Sam is correct that Westerners don't understand that because they think everybody's just sort of like doing whatever they want to do, and like they practice their religion on their own time, in their own space. But the reality of this in the Middle East, religion is not just part of your identity, and you're not an independent actor. You're a part of a giant collective of people.
Yes, but like I said, once we start shifting the focus onto like other actors such as like the Arab involvement in Sudan, we don't know what the motive is. None of us work for any sort of like government or.
No, but what I'm saying, but you can't say Israel is wrong for defending themselves against the Arab invasion. You know what I mean? Arab conquering. They're trying to conquer Israel. They want to conquer everything. They want to take everything from everyone. No,
that's what I'm saying.
You can't get mad at Israel for that, bro.
If you shift the focus to race, then you're gonna start bringing up different.
It's not race. It's not race. No, it's religion and race at the same time.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Instead of like shifting the focus in the middle between race and religion, let's just focus on what everybody subscribes to, what the government subscribes to, which is religion. And that's the core of the issue here. That's the reason why, we're struggling against one another. It's because of religion. And that's the truth behind it. All of the other, if you start suddenly shifting the focus to, again, race, you're going to start drawing new conclusions. You're going to try and find new motives for what people are doing and why they're doing that. It's like a never-ending discussion.
Oh, so can you describe what El Abid is?
Slave. That's slave. That's an Arab word when they enslave black people.
It's not just a slave. El Abid is actually a Palestinian. It's a name for Palestinian neighborhoods where they exclusively keep the black Palestinians.
A bead is a word they use for African slaves.
Hey, hold on. It's okay. Dude, don't stop just chiming in because it like totally fucks it up, and then I'm seeing Sam is even having to pause, so just let him finish.
Even in the Muslim territory, the Palestinian territories that I'm familiar with, where you have majority black people who happen to be Palestinians, Afro-Palestinians, who are the descendants of slavery, right? Because slavery ended in Ottoman Palestine when the British took over, and it still continued until a little bit in some territories until Israel became a state. So now, even today, you still have these people who are regulated to their own territory in isolation. and they are treated as second-class citizens even there. So, and they're all Muslims. So there is this racist component within the Islamic world. Even.
Within nations, within I don't know.
Within Muhammad, nigga. What you mean? What are you talking about? Within Muhammad was a racist too. Now, calm down, bro. Let's be real, bro.
Didn't he instruct his?
Then he the one who would trade one black slave for like, or three Arab slaves for one black slave, right?
Do you think he only owned
One
black
black slave. Listen, no. Muhammad's a racist. Let's be real.
Do you think it was
Let's
just
be
about?
real.
Okay.
Islam is founded on.
Okay, no, Jesus Christ. I don't want to get into like is Islam racist? We know a lot of Arabs are racist.
Because
Like, it's understood. You don't need to talk about it. Though. I mean, it's kind of going off topic.
Yes.
Regarding,
the reason we're going off topic is, yes, this gentleman does have a legitimate. Yes, he does have points. The problem is he's the Arab sub-Saharan topic is that's a whole nother topic. What we're discussing is the Middle East itself, and in the Middle East, it's religion based.
I have a question. I lived in Egypt. I was born for I lived in Egypt, right? So Egypt not part of the Middle East. Sudan's not part of the Middle East.
No, Sudan is not part of the Middle East. That's sub-Saharan
I
Africa.
lived in Egypt.
And Egypt is part of the Middle East.
Okay,
Yes.
what makes it part of the Middle East? Since it's not African now.
Sub-Saharan Africa is not considered the Middle
Okay,
East.
no.
Northern
It's not
Africa.
part of Africa, right? What makes it?
Oh, now we're getting it. No, yes, Egypt, yes, is also part of Africa.
What makes
But
Egypt
Egypt
not
is.
African?
because they put the Middle East and North America. I mean,
I'm asking,
and North.
what makes
They
Egypt
put
not
North.
African?
Hold on. They put North Africa is far more similar to the Middle East than it is to sub-Saharan Africa. It's like, I mean, that's obvious. The people look different. They speak Arabic. Why would we even? Why would you question why they group the countries that way?
Yeah, Pepe, you should think about something. It's Sudan, right? Look at Sudan. Look at South Sudan. Sudanese culture it has Berbers flowing through it. Like they have similar cultures because they're between Algeria, Egypt, and
They're the ones who've been genocided. Primarily the black Christians in the south.
Susan, Arabic means black, right? It's black. We have more pyramids than Egypt. Not even close. Like we got more pyramids than Egypt. We got history in Sudan. So all Sudanese people, we got history. We got more pyramids than Egypt. We got all that stuff are older. We done it. We done it first. You know what I'm saying? Even when you go to look at the pyramids, half of them are African names. Piat, that's an African name. You feel me? Piat, you know what I mean? The second biggest pyramid, that's an African name.
I specifically.
So what I'm saying is, what makes Egypt non-African? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, no offense. I don't want to. I know.
Egypt is in Africa. Egypt is definitely in Africa.
Yes, it is.
Also
It is.
the
But this
Middle
is. Yeah, but we don't need to talk about it. Let's just. There's no reason to talk about this. I don't want to.
Then why are they speaking about Middle East?
Hold on. It's okay.
What are you talking about?
It's okay. Hold on. Okay, I understand what happened to the Sudanese is absolutely horrible. I'm sorry that you guys had to go through that, but I really do not want to talk about race and what happened in Africa. But just like it's not really what we were talking about.
The title. We're trying to address the title. There's been Christians attacked by Jewish settlers, and we're trying to figure out why the I don't know the word for it. Like how is that like not addressed by Israel?
But I think Sam. I think he's trying to address it because the settlers, to my understanding, are Arabs. Correct?
No, the settlers are Israeli.
Well, there are also Palestinian settlers, but when you think of them, you're thinking of Israelis or Jews. But there's also also Palestinian settlers.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
But we're talking about which ones. But when we talk about which ones would have done the fucking attacks, we obviously know they're going to be the Israeli
In your
settlers.
article, you're talking about Jewish settlers that
Yes.
may not be Israeli. But there's also, Palestinians are also settling that land.
Yeah, I don't care about them. Like, we're not talking about them.
Okay. Well,
We already know that
Where are
if
these
they're
Palestinian settlers? Where are they? Are they in Tel Aviv or something?
in Judea and Samaria.
Norm, hold on 1 second. So, Pepe,
Oh, that's the rat. The fucking rat is talking. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry.
all right, guys, no name calling in this.
Yeah. Are you an anti-Semite? What's your problem?
No, I'm not anti-Semite. I'm just a sewer rat.
What was
I'm
your
not a
question,
sewer
Edward?
rat. I'm a man.
Guys,
hold on, guys. Pepe.
go ahead, Edward.
So I'm just trying to find out, Pepe. Am I understanding correctly that the settlers are Jewish settlers only? Is that their ethnicity?
That would of the ones that would have done this. Of the ones that will you shut the fuck up? It's okay. God damn, you keep on doing this, dude. When it comes to yes, they would be the ones responsible for the attack. Yes,
So,
nobody questions that.
so my understanding,
Jewish
right?
people, that's their homeland. G, my bad, bro. I'll let him talk, because he on some bullshit. But what I'm saying is,
All right. Sorry. It's so Pep. Israeli settlers are attacking Christians. So, in my understanding, Israeli settlers who are Jewish are attacking the Christians in South Israel. Am I understanding?
In the West Bank?
In two cases. There's like
hold
two
on.
cases of it.
Okay, all right, Romo. Yes, that's basically the claim. What I can't tell is it because they're Christian or is it because they're Arab? I don't know the
Because
difference.
we're
I don't know if they
at war right
even
now.
differentiate.
We're at war with the Arabs right now. That's why. Not because they're Christians.
It's
I saw
one
a
of
video
these
of Christian settlers spitting on a nun. Why?
You're not at war with Arabs, oh normal. Stop it.
It's the systematic.
Yeah, we're at
approach
war
of
with
Semitic
Arabs
Zionists.
in Gaza and in Judea and Samaria. You didn't hear about it? It's a war going on.
So my understanding is.
Hold on, I'll let you guys go. I'll let you. Hold on, like Veto, I'll let you go. But Edward, yeah, try to make your point.
Well, no, my point's really simple. So there's all different people groups that settled in Israel, correct? It's not just Israeli. They're like Norm
In the
said,
West
there's
Bank?
Yes, there's Palestinians, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's all different people groups. There are Arabs that's settled there. I've been to Israel 3 times. There's people settled in different areas.
Sure.
So I'm just trying to make sure I'm understanding which settlers are actually attacking the Christians because we need to know that first.
Yeah, it would be the Jewish settlers.
No, but what he's asking you, the far right Jewish settlers,
Yeah,
the
they're
left.
probably going to be like fringe far right. I mean, I don't think you even really have to guess.
You're drawing attention to two cases, in both cases, those kids are violent young kids and they should be prosecuted and brought to task. We're talking about a couple of cases. It's not like it's a regular thing.
Hold on. What was your question, Fedo? Or Fedo, you wanted to
I
say
just
something?
wanna comment on what you're saying. Like, guys, just all you have to do is to go to Google or YouTube and write Jewish settler spitting on Christian nuns. There's like hundreds of videos. So I don't know what you're trying to deny. We're now here discussing why is this happening. So please do not try to ridicule him and attack him when he asks the question. You can answer why is this happening.
Well, I will say
Nobody
this.
is
There
denying
was,
anything.
because I mean, I do know people would say it's rare, but people would, I would hear people say like, "Oh, it's rare." Apparently, it's not rare.
No, it's
in
not rare.
specific parts of hold on, in specific parts of Jerusalem, and that is where you get what appear to be Orthodox Jews, very very religious people, and then you get, especially if you're somebody who's outwardly Christian, like like for example, priest and nun, or if you're but in especially it's a case if you're somebody who's evangelizing, there will be specific Jews who find that just to be like intolerable, and so they'll yell at them, debate with them, sometimes spit on them, but it's not like it's not something that occurs in throughout Israel.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I mean, we've all been to Israel, including Christian people. We cherish our Christian tourists. There are regular trips of Christians to Israel. They go to the holy sites and everything, and we cherish them. I mean, the idea that we're anti-Christian is just absurd. We're not. We live in a
sort of.
No, it's just YouTube.
we live.
Wait,
I can show you a video right now from yesterday.
I know, of course, these videos are spread by people who want to make Jews look bad. It's like TikTok and stuff.
What about the people who are doing the things in the video?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You just
Yeah, you
to
can.
burn their churches. I know you like just to burn their churches.
Okay, yes, guys, hold on a second.
I want to say something.
Hold on.
We're not expecting you to be that.
Yeah, you can afterwards, Abby.
Normal.
I'm gonna
This is not
We're not
personal.
expecting either of you to be the
Okay.
sort of.
No, I'm gonna
No, but I need also to say my comment.
Okay.
Hold on. Let Abby go, and then I'll let you go again.
I spend a lot of time with the Christian community in the United States and in Israel, and I go on some of these trips, the pilgrimages, when they go over there. So what you have to have perspective is the majority of the tourism, the largest percentage of tourism in Israel is Christian pilgrims coming there. The areas that they go are mostly in the Jerusalem area and then up at the Sea of Galilee to the churches around the Kinneret, where Jesus spent most of his time, according to the New Testament. They also used to go to Bethlehem. However, Bethlehem, which used to be an 80% Christian city, now is about 5% Christian city, if that, and it's not safe for them in Bethlehem. Bethlehem is not under the control of the Israeli military or Israeli police. When you go to the Christian sites, whether it's the Church of the Holy Sepulchre or the Stations of the Cross, or you go to the Mount of Olives, these areas are protected and patrolled very, very carefully by police to make sure the pilgrims are safe when they go there. Remember that prior to 1967, these areas were controlled by the Jordanian authorities, and these churches looked very different. The Stations of the Cross looked very different. The Wailing Wall looked very different. They were used as garbage dumps, literally where they put their garbage. After 67, they completely changed and cleaned up. So when the Christian groups go, they go to Jerusalem and then they travel within Israel up to the Sea of Galilee, which has always been part of Israel. The area around where the church, and help me out, some of these churches, Beatitudes, and where the multiplication church, yes, up by
This is where Jesus
Sermon on
walked
the
on
Mount.
the water. This is where
The
Jesus
Sermon on
walked
the
on
Mount
the
as
water.
well. These are very holy sites and also very, very protected. And I welcome anyone who's Christian. It's a marvelous experience to go and experience it for a Christian. And I've gone there with many groups and Christian friends as they go through the experience.
I have
It's
a question for you.
very, very sacred and treated very sacredly by the Israeli authorities to protect the Christian pilgrims when they go there. And if there are people that hurt other people that do so, they should be prosecuted, they should be caught. That's wrong. And I know that the Israeli government and the police force take that very seriously, especially around the Christian holy sites and when the pilgrims come there. So, and that's firsthand. And again, I welcome all of you. Go experience it and experience the roots of the religion, because they're beautiful sites there. Now I'm done.
Brother,
Christians get spit on you all
All
the
right,
time.
resistance, all right, resistance.
Don't get arrested. Israelis don't get arrested, and nothing happens.
Resistance.
She's lying.
Resistance. I've seen all of the videos.
That's
and-
fine, but she's lying.
Shut up! No, she's not lying, because the police and the military are literally fucking there. They're the ones who always end up separating them. Okay,
They don't arrest them. They
Shut
do not.
Shut the fuck up!
You fucking fag.
Oh my God, resistance! I'm gonna.
Can
I'm
I
not
Civil
gonna do
conversation.
shit, but throw me
We're
down.
having a civil conversation. I don't like. I know it's your thing to come up and talk shit. And
No,
say,
I said what was back. I didn't interrupt. All I said
Okay, I get it. I know. We heard you the first time. Yes, I've seen the fucking videos. I've seen the fucking videos. Stop.
Yeah, but what Abby's saying is that there is a lot of validity to it. As a Christian from the Middle East, where I would feel safest are two countries, Lebanon and Israel. I would be treated best in those two countries, and that's interesting. To say Israel.
The Armenian quarter.
You'll get treated better in Israel than you would in Saudi Arabia, really? You're
Yes.
a fucking liar.
Yeah.
Liar. You been to Saudi Arabia?
I've been 3
'Cause
times
I have.
to Saudi Arabia. 3 times. As a Jew.
And the hospitality
I
there
just
is
went to
great.
Saudi Arabia.
And the hospitality in
All
Dubai
right,
is
resistance.
way
We're
better.
doing one at a fucking time.
So,
Resistance.
don't tell me about Saudi. I went as a Jew 3 times in the last 4 years. With respect to the area in Jerusalem, I forgot to mention the Armenian quarter and the Christian quarter, which have been there through many different empires in Jerusalem. And it's actually where most of the top merchants and I would say the commercial area within the old city. And also, I would recommend if you go there to go through the Armenian quarter and the Christian quarter. And they're very safe.
All right, so
The Muslim quarter are not so safe.
So got it.
And it's a bigger risk for an American tourist or a Christian tourist walking through the other areas.
Well, I know Feddo wanted to go, and Sam.
Yes, Feddo. I'm trying to get Feddo in here. Go ahead, Feddo.
Alright, I'm just gonna ask for one thing, and I hope we can agree on it. Can we all just agree on the principle that any religion, any ideology, any thought that makes you feel entitled, that makes you feel that your race is better, your religion is better, your physical body is better, your language is better, your nationality is better, and you should have better treatment than other people living with you, then this should be condemned. Either this is Judaism, Islam, Christianity, any ideology that makes you feel superior to other people, it should be fought, and we should fight our own ideology once this appears. And I can tell you, the problem is not in the core of the religion or the ideology or anything. There's always some people who try to interpret it this way. Can we all agree on this? And that if we find our own people doing this, we say it's wrong.
No. We can't.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but it's not happening. It's not happening. In the Middle East, it's really toxic.
No, that's not what the reality is, though. Yeah, you see.
Hold on, I wanted Sam to go. I wanted Sam to go, and then
Let me give you examples of what I go through here. I'm now in the Middle East visiting. I have a national ID card. On every national ID card, you have your name on the front. On the back of the card is your religion. Everywhere I go into a government building, just to go do something with my phone, the first thing they do, these folks, is they flip the card to see my religion. But they BS and say, "Oh no, I'm just checking for expiration date." Really? So it's that kind of aggravation every day.
Wait, which
But
country?
they don't do that in Israel.
Hold on, Sam.
They won't do that to you in Israel,
Yeah, I know.
Sam.
In Israel, you're treated.
They do that in Israel, especially.
No, they're treated. If you're an Israeli citizen, you get treated well. But stop.
Yeah, it's really
You're an American.
No, hold on, Sam. Then Masri's been wanting to go. So.
And I want to say something. Real quick. Did you not hear the question he posed? Federal, would you repeat the question again?
I agree with Feddo. Nobody is superior.
Yeah, I think all of us here agree not to mistreat others. So. All right, Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask the other Sam, which country he's in, because in Israel it's still legal.
Oh no, I'm talking about in Egypt. I mean, I've always said it. I'm a Coptic from Egypt, and this is what I go through. Just today, I go. The first thing they do is they flip the ID card, check my religion. Once they know I'm a Christian, I get a really aggravation treatment. Oh no, come back next week for your paperwork. Oh no, come back. Oh no, it's missing this, it's missing that. Oh, it's just really They won't be overt about it because they don't want to be called out. But it's very subtle and it's aggravating and it's discriminatory.
The Coptics are part of who cares for the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. There's 8 different types of Catholicism that oversee that church. A lot of Coptics come from Egypt to Israel for pilgrimage. It's very common.
Oh yes, we get nothing. We don't get any bad treatment over there.
Nobody in Israel who advocates protect your religion.
Thousands of years. No,
I didn't even finish what I was going to say because I was interrupted.
So
Okay.
go ahead, Sam.
So yeah, so thanks for answering my question, Sam. Otherwise, I wanted to say that the people that I have seen people in Israel get aggravated with are evangelical Christians that stand in the middle of the city and in the middle of Jerusalem and tell people that they're going to hell because they reject Jesus and they need to accept Jesus in order to be redeemed, and that they are all going to hell. So the Israelis have a big issue with those types of people. Normal Christians, they don't necessarily have a problem with. The people tend to have an issue with Israelis because they believe that they are quote unquote secular. However, it seems to be the religious people, which people prefer to be in Israel, that seems to be more of the problem, right? Because the secular people are against the settlements for the most part. The secular people are not bothering Christians or anybody else for any religious reasons, and the religious people, again, who people seem to prefer to be in Israel, tend to seem to have similar conflict in some ways as other religious people in other communities, such as Islamic Christianity.
Yeah, I did notice that in almost all of, I did see reports of priests and nuns getting not treated well, but almost all of the footage you see where they're getting cussed at, and often in English, because these people are preaching in English, is they're people that are like in Jerusalem, and they're preaching, and like then some religious. It's often kids, to be honest with you. It's kids that end up fighting with them. But I saw that Masri wanted to say something.
Yeah, from a long time ago. Thanks for giving me the chance. I will not take long as usual, but I have just 2 comments. Abby, you know that I love you. You're a friend of mine. I really respect you. But my comment to you is that you are pro-Israel, and that's your right, of course. But what I don't really like here is that you just highlight the good things of the Israeli community or the Israeli society without the negative sides, which are there as well. For example,
I did say they should be prosecuted if they do. Didn't you hear me say
yes,
that?
I heard you. I heard. I'm not attacking you.
He said you don't highlight the things that they do. We know that
I highlighted
you
my
haven't highlighted
experience.
nothing.
Hey, I highlighted my experience with Christians when I go there.
But it's dishonest. We're talking about religious extremist Jews attacking Christians. We never talked about you, nor El Normo.
Well, all right.
This room would expect you to behave that sort of way.
Yeah, why would I not feel pride when I go there with Christian groups and I see how they love and cherish
Because
their
we're
holy
talking
sites?
about religious extremist Jews. Nobody in this room
Right,
expects
but
that sort of
everyone is
behavior
saying,
from you.
but you have people talking in absolutes, that absolutely all Christians are treated the
I
same.
understand.
I was coming on to
I
say
understand.
my
May I
experience.
continue
Yeah.
without interruption?
I
All right,
understand.
hold on. Let's let Masri finish.
Please let me, please, Abby, I say,
No, I just wanted to
I
say a couple
say-
of words to the lady who keeps visiting the Holy Land. Okay, I understand.
Well, hold on. I don't think Masri. Jin, I'll let you go after Masri, but I want Masri to finish because I don't think he finished.
yeah, thank
Did
you
you?
so much. No, I haven't. I haven't. I kept interrupted. So please, no interruption in order to finish words. Abby, I repeat, you are my friend. I respect you. Okay, so I'm not attacking you, but I say that you highlight just the positive things. But there are so many negative things as well. If you are talking about the Christians and Muslims who are in the Israel, the population is 21%, why are you not talking about the building of mosques that are totally or almost forbidden to be built? There is no legal prevention in that, but at the same time, practically, they don't.
Where is it
They don't
forbidden to
really
be
build.
built? I'm sorry, because
They don't know. According to the population of Israel, which is 21%, according to you, the number of Muslims are very few.
Slow
And
down.
how many of them?
Wait,
Please,
slow
let me-
down. Where is it forbidden
I listened
to be
to you,
built?
Abby, without interruption.
No, but I didn't
So
understand
please
what you're
listen to me.
saying. Where is it forbidden
My question
to be
here,
built?
my question here.
Where?
Why
Because
you
in Israel
highlight
it's
the
not
Muslim
forbidden. They
things?
built them.
Please,
Where?
why you just
Can we
highlight
let
the
her
positive
finish?
things without highlighting the negative things which are there as
But
well?
I didn't understand what you said. Where is
So
it
stop
forbidden?
talking
Israel
and
builds
listen.
mosques.
You're asking a question.
Where?
Don't ask
Resistance,
questions.
resistance. Shut up. It's between these two.
I'm sorry,
I ask you
where is
kindly-
it
Tell her to
forbidden?
shut up.
I ask you kindly to let me without interruption, please. Okay? Maybe we can talk about that later. You know you are totally welcome.
You're a real
That's
biased
number one.
dickhead.
Number two, according to Sam, just a quick comment. You're Christian from Egypt. You say that I'm Egyptian. I'm proud being Egyptian as well. But you are commenting about mentioning the religion in your ID card. Well, why not is that? You are totally proud of being a Christian. Then why not it is not written in your ID card? You're talking about the deal or how to be dealt. Well, let me tell you something. Almost all the Christians in Egypt, they already have a mark in the right hand about the cross, the symbol of Christianity. So you're proud of that. Then why you hold this one in your hand that you refuse to be mentioned in your ID? That's number one. Number two, my friend, you're talking about, please, you're talking about maybe so many different reasons, including security reasons. How many names are common between Muslims and Christians, like Hani, like Noor? But Muhammad is a Muslim name. George is a Christian name. So if someone is named Hani or Noor or something like that, without any reference to his religion according to his name, when he enters a church or something, how could you be sure about his identity? Maybe he's a Muslim brotherhood or a terrorist one wants to do something in your church. Then according to his ID, if the common names between the Muslims and Christians, which is not really clear if that guy is a Muslim or a Christian, then for security reasons or for logic reasons or for so many different reasons, the ID will be mentioned, the Christianity in the religion. It is very important. So respectively, your comment is not convincible to me, respectively, of course. Thanks for giving me the chance, Mott, and
Got it. So respectfully, you're full of shit. Let's talk about how many
Adams.
Why are you screaming?
Adams, because...
You okay?
No, are you okay? Because
So you invite somebody
we're
on
not
stage
doing
and
this.
speak?
We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Okay, I'll go back down to the audience since I can't.
Yeah, no, but we were having people go in order. Okay.
Okay, so if there's a
Come up
queue,
and start
then
to
say that there's a queue. You don't need to scream.
Okay,
That's
but
what
you
you
were
did. You
letting me.
started screaming.
Yeah, you
No,
were.
I didn't
That's why I
start
had to raise my voice.
Yes, you did.
No, I
You
didn't.
did. Holy shit. So
Apparently he
he was talking to Abby, so I needed Abby.
Yeah.
She's the one who gets to respond.
And he and I have great conversations also as we talk about the beauty of Egypt and what culturally is in his country. And I do really enjoy learning a lot from him. But Israel built mosques, so I didn't know where you were talking about because Norm may know the number. It's like hundreds and hundreds of mosques that they have built for.
Tell me which mosque Israel built. Come on, tell me. Come on.
Norm, hold on. Let me see
I'm
if
not
he
Norm.
has the
I'm
number.
not Norm.
I'll
Tell me
pull
what-
it up. I'm
Yeah,
just
tell me
trying
which
to
one.
respond to him right now. I can't multitask and deal with my dog at the same time. I'm doing my best. Okay, I'll get you the number, but I know that they build mosques, and it's in the hundreds. With respect to answering his question, nothing is forbidden there. What they do in Egypt with having that on an ID card is your law in Egypt. It's not the law in the United States, and it's not the law in Israel. Every country uses its own security methods. So again, I'm not casting aspersions on what you do in Egypt. That's your choice and how you want to run security there. But it's definitely not the way we do it in the United States or the way they do it in Israel. That's
Well, I'm reading it right here, and it says in the last 20 years, that Israel does not even, not alone do they not fund any mosques, that none have been built. I'm reading it right
No,
here.
you took look up how many mosques they destroyed.
ChatGPT, how about real research? Do you know how to do that? Did you go to school?
Yes, I did. Yes, I
So
did.
how about doing real research? How many mosques are in Israel?
Even if Israel built 1,000 mosques in Israel, it does not matter. It's their internal policy to build mosques for their 20%, I don't know, non-Jewish population. Why does it matter? Why are you talking about this?
It doesn't matter, but you need to ask how many mosques have they destroyed. Okay? Not how many they built.
In Israel proper? In the land of Israel?
Excuse me, I can point you to a mosque which is a fucking bar now.
In Tel Aviv? Where? Like where?
Yeah. I can look at that. And see.
In Korea, like where in Akko, I don't see mosques destroyed.
You don't see any mosques. That's
Israel proper, show me where.
You see the mosques, you doesn't see them destroyed.
Abby, how many synagogues and how many Christian churches have been dismantled in Islamic petting zoos?
Well,
We're not
there's
gonna know, Adam,
not
we're
a
not-
synagogue in Gaza, and there hasn't been a Jewish person there until they took hostages since 2005. Oh, excuse me, there was one kid with a disability that was there, and maybe a soldier.
Baby, I'm gonna leave because this is annoying. Like, you're letting everybody else speak.
No, ask everybody
All right,
on stage right now. Ask everybody else on stage right now what has been the rule for the few hours this room's been open. You said Islamic petting zoo. But you know what Muslims are not allowed to do is use slurs to refer to Jews, and Jews cannot use slurs to refer to them. That's just how this room's being modded today. So,
Pepe, you built this house calling people the N-word. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
This room is different. I'm happy to be a neutral moderator. That's why I've only had one person moderated, because there's people with strong opinions on both sides, and so I'm just trying to avoid, you know.
Hey, you don't think that people have strong opinions where you're dragging black people?
You're trying to avoid.
Okay, we're not talking about this, Adams. You're taking it personally. Just stop.
Put me in the queue, Pepe.
Go ahead, Alan. Here, go.
Oh, you want me to go?
Yeah, just go.
Yeah, well, this is the reason, listening to the fights back and forth. Long ago, I came to the conclusion that Islam and Christianity are not compatible, and Islam and Judaism are not compatible, and Judaism and Christianity are not compatible. The Middle East is mostly Muslim, mostly Islamic, and the fight, if you're a Christian and you're listening to these battles back and forth between Muslims and Jews, it should be a lesson to you that you're not going to, as a minority, you're not going to do any better. So as an Armenian or as a Christian, loyalties in the Middle East are changing all the time. There were a time when Arabs were fighting for Armenians. They don't do that so much anymore. There were a time when Jews were fighting for Armenians. They don't do that so much anymore. And yes, Abby, I don't want to offend you. I know you're a good person, but this is a conclusion that a reasonable person can come to when you look at the entire history of the Middle East. So just, again, my message is to Armenians. Don't put your faith in Jews. Don't put your faith in Muslims, and just be careful, because this back and forth, that goes on between the two of them, we don't want to get caught in the middle. And as a historical reference, when when Christians and Muslims used to fight, there was a point, and I can't find the link anymore, where they would sever the heads of their enemies and catapult them back across the battle lines to their enemies to discourage each other. I think it was during the Crusades. It's not going to get any better. So at least if we could at least admit that, then we could proceed forward, and not have to say, oh, well, yes, we're Jewish, but look at all the nice things we're doing for Muslims, or, oh, we're Muslims, but look at all the nice things we're doing for Christians. Majority populations rule, and in the Middle East, it's majority Muslim. In Israel, it's majority Jewish. Why are we going to apologize for protecting each other? Why is each side going to apologize for protecting their own interests? Please.
Because the Jews are not protecting their own interests. It's Americans that are doing it, and the Europeans.
Well, Americans are
so
giving
let the
them
Jews start defending themselves to see what really happens.
Resistance, that is a very good point. So Jews are getting Americans to help them do that. it seems to me Egypt is getting Americans to help them. Where you get the help, stop pissing and moaning because Jews get help from Americans, or Egyptians get help from the Russians, or Armenians get help from the Chinese or the Russians or whatever. It's the Middle East. This is the fucking, the hotbed of chaos that the Middle East is and always has been. That's all I got to.
Yeah, and based off of what I was saying earlier about the numbers in the Middle East, there are 466 million Muslims surrounding Israel as a state. So say that America is protecting, quote unquote, helping to protect Israel. What these 466 million people are crying about is that they don't have the opportunity to kill 7 million people.
That's a leap in logic.
That's not what anybody is crying about. Everybody is saying you're being belligerent and rude towards all of your neighbors. That's what people are saying.
The neighbors are belligerent.
Nobody's
That's the bottom line. And forever will be.
Belligerent because you don't control us. You don't control Jews. You don't control us, and you don't tell us what to do in our own fucking country.
That's true when you go into
But it ain't your country, it's an American country. We founded it for you.
For instance, when you're bombing Giuliani in Syria, and I mean, make no mistake, I despise Giuliani. I'm happy he's getting bombed. That is invading someone else's country. You guys, in addition to bombing, you know what? I'm just gonna keep speaking.
We bombed him to protect the Druze. We bombed him because he was committing genocide against the Druze.
Hold on a second. Was Sam finished speaking? I'll let you go, Oliver.
I thought he was done.
Was Sam done?
You don't give a fuck about Druze, bro.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, we do. There are.
Okay, so Sam, okay, but we gotta let Sam finish, so please, I gotta restart my app. KK, I brought you up here just to mods. I don't want it to go to some random person. Thank you.
So yes.
Boom it, KK, boom it!
Don't boom it. I was saying there are 466 million Muslims. There are at least 13 terrorist groups around Israel. And those 466 Muslims in however many countries, 7 or 10 countries, are not controlling, and they don't expect Israel to protect itself or to enlist the assistance of allies in order to protect itself. So this is just insanity that people.
No, it's insanity because Israel doesn't protect itself. It's America that protects them. It's the American money. It's the American money.
Okay,
Never has one single American soldier done that.
No, there's American soldiers in the IDF, you idiot.
Sam is not done.
No, there's not.
Sam is not done. Sam is not done. Please finish, Sam.
I'm done. I just wanted to address that there are no American soldiers in Israel. There are no, I guess America does sell weapons to Israel, but America also sells weapons to Egypt, which eventually go to ISIS and Al-Qaeda.
And Jordan and Saudi and UAE.
And all those countries are in cahoots with the genocide, so who cares?
So that's another thing.
There's no genocide happening.
If these Muslim countries...
Why? Because your dirty mother said so?
If these Muslim leaders are not okay with the idea, are a part of the reality of trying to destroy Israel, then the rest of the Muslims just say that they're actually Zionists or actually Muslim or Jews pretending to be Muslims and running their countries. So if that's true, why don't you go to Egypt and why don't you go to Jordan and kill those leaders and replace them? Start another coup or another civil war like they have been for the past, couple hundred years. And then you'll say that it's the quote-unquote Zionists doing it again, even though you did it yourself.
Okay.
Here's
Anyway, that's all lovely. Oh my God.
Yeah, I said Oliver Good King could go afterwards, so let him go after.
Yeah. The Muslim and Jewish dick-dicking between each other is only relevant in the context of this discussion. Because we're talking about, the destabilization of these nations and how it contributes to the flight of Middle Eastern Christians. And the indisputable truth is that Israel favors actions that do harm Middle Eastern Christians overwhelmingly. They destabilize countries and regimes that protect Christians.
Actually, the opposite
countries
is
and
true.
regimes that
Exactly
that is
the opposite
absolute.
is
Okay,
true.
so let's start.
No.
Because ironically, you debunked this point with your own statement. You said that.
That's also false.
Okay, so let's
Which
go
statement?
through it let's go through it one by one. Let's go through it one by one. You said that Israel helped topple Bashar al-Assad. That's true. Most Christians
We
supported Bashar al-Assad.
killed a terrorist group named Hezbollah.
Oh my God! You see,
We killed a terrorist group.
Normal, you gotta let him finish. I actually do agree.
I'm sorry,
that
Pepe.
even though normal.
Okay, he's addressing me.
I know, but you gotta let him finish his point. And even I agree that even though al-Assad was a piece of shit, what's happening now? The Druze are being killed, the Christians were getting killed. So, I mean, he was protecting the Christians.
And Israel is protecting the Christians and the Druze.
Not really, because they got killed.
Really?
You're not protecting Christians at all.
Yeah, we are.
You get rid of regimes or lobby to get rid of regimes that protect Christians, like Syria. Most Christians in Syria supported Assad because Assad supported
He's
and
a
protected them.
butcher.
Israel got rid of Assad and put Jolani, a known international terrorist, member of Al-Qaeda, member of Daesh, right? Of course, all the retarded, the jihadis were celebrating and cheering because they want the same things that you guys want, right? But any person with a rational head, any person who does not enjoy sectarian violence, knew this was a bad thing. But you guys didn't care because it was beneficial to you. Now, it's just beneficial to use the just pretext of, the Syrians are killing the Druze, even though you knew those same jihadi groups were killing Druze as far back as 2012. Members of your own Knesset were literally arguing with Netanyahu, and I believe Avigdor Lieberman about this exact fact. Druze MKs in the Knesset.
What point do you think you're making right now? We took out a terror group.
I'm explaining every single way that you guys negatively contribute to the lives of Christians in the Middle East.
Norman, shut up. Let him finish.
Yeah. Now we also have other examples in Armenia. You guys sells 70% of Azerbaijan's weapons, which they've used consistently to ethnically cleanse and genocide Armenians over the past 30 or something, 40 years. About. You also have Iraq. You guys called for U.S. Ground invasion in Iraq, saying, there's these non-existent weapons of mass destruction. There was a mass exodus of Syrian Christians there again, because the Syrian Christians per capita were even more supportive of Saddam Hussein's regime than even, Muslim.
So you're blaming us for the Iraq war now?
You guys supported the war.
Is this a conspiracy theory?
Jesus Christ, Nazareth, you supported the war in Iraq. Yes. Then.
So everybody supported it. So what?
Oh my God. In addition to that, we also have Lebanon. And your invasion of Lebanon, where you killed a lot of Orthodox Christians and Melkite Christians.
No, we killed Hezbollah.
There are Christians in Hezbollah. You didn't know that?
Hezbollah's a terror organization to boot you.
Let him finish.
That's all fucking
If
irrelevant.
you interrupt him again, I'm moving you down. Just let Oliver finish his thought.
Yes, and these are all in regions that Israel doesn't directly control, i.e. regions directly outside of Israeli sovereignty. This doesn't even include things that happen, for instance, like the multiple sieges of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem, multiple attacks upon churches in Haifa, Nazareth, done by both the Israeli police, Israeli military, and Israelis in general, and now most recently, bombings of churches in Gaza and burning of Christian towns in Haifa, as well as Bethlehem, with the besieging of the Church of Nativity. Yes, you guys are absolutely out of force to Christians, and frankly, you don't have to be nice to us. I mean, our Bible is certainly not very kind to you. What annoys the shit out of me, and basically every other American Christian, is the constant lies and propaganda that we are shoved down our throats. Like, Jews love Christians, and if you dare call this out, you're an anti-Semite. It's not just that you're wrong. No, you are an anti-Semite. You must love us the same way we don't love you. And if God forbid you don't, you are an anti-Semite. You want the death of all Jewish people.
Okay.
Nobody said any of that. You're just like arguing against some ghost in your brain.
Okay,
Like now you're
can
blaming.
you argue one of his points? If not, I'm
Yes.
going down to Alan. So go ahead
Yes,
quickly,
of course,
please.
of
Then
course,
Alan.
of course.
Can I go
He
after
went
Alan?
through a series of He went through a series of weird conspiracy theories like we control the United States, so the Iraq War is based on us. You have a terror group internationally recognized that kills Americans, that butchered 650,000 Sunni Arabs, and you're complaining that we killed a terror group called Hezbollah. This is insane. This is delusional. You have to bend yourself into a pretzel just to blame Jews for the terror groups that exist in Iraq and in Lebanon and in Syria. You're literally defending one of the worst butchers of all time, Bashar al-Assad. He's hated. He's a butcher. He killed. He cut people up with carpentry tools. They're still digging out the pieces of